There is something undeniably satisfying about coming home after a long day, walking over to your nightstand, and just dropping your phone. No fumbling for cables in the dark, no trying to figure out which side of the plug is up. You just set it down, and it starts drinking up energy. It feels like the future. It feels like magic, but it's not magic. And actually, it's not even new technology. The science behind wireless charging has been around since the late 1800s. Nikola Tesla was dreaming about this stuff before light bulbs were even common in homes. Yet, we only really started putting it in our phones a few years ago. Why? What changed? And how on earth does electricity jump from a plastic puck into your battery without a metal wire connecting them? In this video, we are going to make the invisible visible. We are going to look at the coils, the magnets, and the heat. We will explain why your phone gets warm, why you can't charge across the room yet, and whether or not this convenience is actually killing your battery health. But before we dive into the physics, I want to know your setup. Are you team wireless, or do you stick to the trusty old cable? I know some people think wireless is too slow. Tell me which side you are on in the comments below. Okay, let's see how the magic works. To understand your high-tech iPhone or Samsung, we have to look at something much less cool, your electric toothbrush. If you have an electric toothbrush, go look at the charger. It's usually just a plastic nub. There is no metal contact. You can get it wet, you can get toothpaste on it, and it still charges. But how? It uses something called inductive charging. Here is the basic rule of physics you need to know. Electricity and magnetism are best friends. They are like two sides of the same coin. If you run electricity through a wire, it creates a magnetic field around that wire. And here is the reverse. If you move a magnetic field past a wire, it creates electricity inside the wire. So, inside that plastic charging nub, there is a coil of copper wire. When you plug it into the wall, electricity flows through that coil. This creates an invisible magnetic field that floats just above the plastic. Inside your toothbrush handle, there is a second coil of wire. When you place the toothbrush on the stand, that second coil sits inside the magnetic field of the first coil. The magnetic field pushes the electrons in the toothbrush coil, turning them back into electricity, which charges the battery. It's basically a transformer, like the big boxes you see on telephone poles, but split in half. The primary coil is in the charger, and the secondary coil is in the device. So, if toothbrushes have done this for decades, why did it take so long for phones? Well, toothbrushes are easy. They have a peg that fits into a hole. They line up perfectly every time. Smartphones are flat slabs. You want to be able to just drop it anywhere on the pad. This is where the QI standard comes in. Inside the back of your phone, underneath the glass, there is a flat spiral of copper wire. It looks like a very thin pancake. Inside the charging pad, there is a matching pancake coil. When you drop your phone on the pad, the charger sends out a little ping. A tiny pulse of energy. It asks, "Hey, is there a phone up there?" If your phone is there, it wakes up and replies, "Yes, I'm here. Please send power." Then, the charger starts oscillating. It switches the magnetic field on and off really fast, hundreds of thousands of times per second. This fluctuating magnetic field reaches out, grabs the coil in your phone, and induces a current. It's like an invisible handshake. The charger waves its hand, and the phone waves back. But here is the catch. Remember the toothbrush? It fit perfectly. With phones, we are messy. We drop them on the nightstand while we are half asleep. If the coil in your phone doesn't line up perfectly with the coil in the charger, the connection is weak. It's like trying to pour water from a pitcher into a glass. If you are lined up, it's easy. If you are 2 inches to the left, you spill water everywhere. In wireless charging, spilling water means heat. If the coils are misaligned, a lot of that magnetic energy doesn't turn into electricity. It turns into waste heat. That is why sometimes you pick up your phone and it's super hot, but it only charged 10%. You missed the cup. This is exactly why Apple invented MagSafe and why the new Cheta standard uses magnets. They put a ring of magnets around the coil. When you bring the phone close, snap, the magnets force the coils to align perfectly. It's not just to hold the phone in place. It's to make sure you aren't spilling energy all over the table. It forces the pitcher to be directly over the glass. Okay, let's get a little deeper into the physics. How do we make this efficient? We use something called resonant inductive coupling. Think of a child on a swing. If you want them to go higher, you have to push them at the exact right moment. You push when they start moving away from you. This is resonance. If you push at the wrong time, you lose all the energy. You stop the swing. Wireless chargers do the same thing. The charger and the phone are tuned to the same frequency. The charger pushes the magnetic field at the exact resonant frequency that the phone wants to receive. This allows the energy to travel across the gap much more efficiently. Without resonance, the magnetic field would die out after just a millimeter. With resonance, we can push power through thick, rugged cases. So, is it perfect? No. There is a cost to convenience. And that cost is efficiency. When you plug a cable in, almost 100% of the electricity from the wall goes into your battery. When you charge wirelessly, you lose about 20% to 30% of that energy. Where does it go? It turns into heat. Batteries hate heat. Heat degrades the chemicals inside the battery, which shortens its lifespan over time. Now, don't panic. Modern phones are smart. If they get too hot, they slow down the charging to protect themselves. But generally speaking, if you wirelessly charge your phone every single night for 2 years, your battery health might drop a little faster than someone who only uses cables. Is it a huge difference? Probably not enough to worry about. But if you want your phone to last 5 years, the cable is still the king of health. So what is next? Companies like Xiaomi and Motorola are working on true wireless charging. Imagine walking into your living room and your phone just starts charging in your pocket. No pads, no mats. This uses beams of focused energy to find your phone and send power to it. It's incredibly difficult to do safely and efficiently, but the prototypes exist. For now, though, we have our magnetic pucks. It's a little slower, a little hotter, but infinitely more convenient. I hope this video helped you understand what's happening on your nightstand every night. One last question for you. Would you trust a true wireless charger that beams energy through the air in your living room? Or does that sound too scary? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more tech videos every weekday.